One of the hottest topics we get asked about on the podcast is semi-private or small group personal training. So in this short YouTube video, I'm going to talk about what is semi-private training, why we do it as coaches and why it's beneficial for the client as well, when should you do it, and what it isn't, as that's something that we also get asked a lot about. When is it not appropriate to do semi-private personal training? So let's dive straight in. So what is semi-private or small group personal training? Well, in our opinion, it's training 2 to 4 people in a small group. Any bigger than that, that starts to become a slightly different product, more of a large group type training program, and requires a different set of skills and a different model of work. But 2 to 4 people, usually training between 2 to 5 times a week as a group, following some kind of core educational program on training, nutrition, mindset, with little individual tweaks within that to make sure that the personal side of personal training is still serviced, even though they're working as a little team. Something else to consider with your small group personal training is that the dynamic of the group is very, very important. So in our opinion, it doesn't have to be 4 people who all have exactly the same goal. You can have different goals within the group, but something that's very important is that these people are going to get on. So they have to be similar in terms of their interests, their values, their personality styles have to complement each other, so we can keep the energy in the group really high. A couple of other features of small group personal training is going to be some kind of central hub where the clients can all log into. This allows you to have them interact with each other. It also allows for the second thing, which is some kind of central communication. It allows you to communicate quickly and effectively with all your clients, because chances are if you're running a semi-private group model, you have more clients on your books than when you were doing one-to-one. Chances are you might have doubled or even tripled your client base, which means you've got more people to look after, so you're gonna have to be able to communicate with those people more quickly and more effectively. So why do we do it? Well, from a coach's perspective, really simple, there's 3 reasons. 1, we can leverage our time. We can take a large group of delivery hours per week down to a smaller group of delivery hours per week. If we're doing 30 hours one-to-one personal training and we group those one-on-one PT clients up, we're going to be able to do that in less hours per week on the gym floor. So we're able to then have more time free to have more impact in other areas, whether that's something in your personal life or whether some more further business growth or just personal development, whatever it's going to be, you're going to have more hours free in your week. The second thing we can leverage is income. And the reason why is because the third thing we can leverage is we can take more clients on. Where before in one-to-one we didn't have the space to take people on, we now are able to group them into little 3s and 4s so that we can allow ourselves more clients to come in through the doors, and that means more income. So what are the benefits for the client? Well, first of all, cost. It's probably going to be more cost effective for them. If they were paying £300 a month for their one-to-one and training twice a week, chances are now they can train 3 times a week on a semi-private model, or pay less and still train twice a week. So cost is a major advantage. The second thing is they get a team around them that they didn't have before. They have a group within their PT session. Hopefully they get on with really well if we've done a good job of pairing them up. But also they have training buddies outside of those PT sessions to come and do their other sessions with. That then impacts their compliance. And if compliance is going up, i.e. they're training more often and with more energy, chances are their results are going to go up. So semi-private training can be a hugely beneficial program for all of your clients. Next topic, when should you do semi-private training? Well, in our opinion, there's probably 4 occasions where this is going to be relevant for you. First one is you're running a one-to-one model and you are oversubscribed. In other words, you cannot take any more people on, or you even have a waiting list. Therefore, you need to open up more spots to bring clients in, and the only way to do that is to pair them up or to put them in 3s or 4s. So you're oversubscribed as a one-to-one PT. Second reason could be you want some time back in your diary. So if you're like myself or Matt, you have a different role. So we are business mentors for fitness entrepreneurs, and we need more time in our diary to have more impact in that other part of the business. It might be that you're a manager or a supervisor, or you have some kind of educational role within a team and you need some hours back to put into that. Therefore, you don't want to stop serving the clients you have, but a great way to get around that would be to pair them up, put them in 3s or 4s, don't lose any of the clients and don't lose any of the income from your PT side of things, but still be able to impact those clients in a good way. The third reason, and this is quite a simple one really, you're just ready for it. You might be at a point where you're 2 years, 3 years into your PT career and you want more of a challenge and you feel experienced enough that you would be able to lead a group of 3 or 4 people in a really high level service way, same way you could do one-to-one. In our experience, newer trainers struggle with semi-private training, either through a lack of experience or just not really feeling confident that they're going to be able to give the client the service they deserve in a small group. The fourth reason is that it's real simple, you want to make more money. You're at a point where you're maxed out, like the diary is full, and you want to make some more revenue. And the only way to do that is to bring more clients in, and the only way to do that is to put them into small groups. So last topic we're going to finish with really quickly is, what isn't semi-private group training? Well, there's a few things that we believe at the Profit Podcast that small group trainers, semi-private training is not. First off, it isn't easy. It definitely takes a lot of effort, a lot of focus, a lot of your energy within these sessions to make sure that everybody still feels special, everybody still feels looked after, and that personal part of personal training is still very much there. So this is not an easy, fast way to make money. Quite often we see trainers' eyes light up when we look at the numbers of semi-private training and what can be earned versus the hours work. But if you're going to do that, you need to make sure that the service and the quality that you're giving to these people still remains 9, 10 out of 10 consistently. So if you don't feel like you can do that in a small group model, please don't do it. Only do it when you're ready to do it well. The second thing we believe it isn't, and this is just our opinion, is we believe it isn't a product for new personal trainers in the industry. We think that a new personal trainer should spend at least 12 months cutting their teeth, delivering one-on-one PT, getting used to delivering consistent, high levels of results for those clients first, before stepping into semi-private training. That being said, there will be the exception to that rule here and now, but on the whole, new PTs, it should be looking at one-to-one product when they first start. The last thing semi-private training definitely is not, and this is probably one of the most common questions we get asked around it, is it is not a lower value product. Yes, one-on-one personal training is still a fantastic A1 gold star product and will remain so even if you run a semi-private group model. You may still get the odd client who really just wants their one-on-one. If that's the case, charge it at a really high rate so it's appropriate versus your semi-private model. So be prepared to maybe put your one-on-one prices up so that it reflects that that person is just working directly with you. However, semi-private training is still a very high value product, and the clients that are using that program will still get a really high level of customer service, higher compliance as mentioned in the video before, potentially therefore better results, team energy, friends for life, training buddies when they're not with you, all kinds of high value benefits that make sure that it is not a lower B product, if you like. It's still in your A range of products. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you found it useful. If you do, give us a like on the video on the notes below, and also tune into the Profit Podcast for a longer form version of this video if you want more details around semi-private training. Other than that, catch you next time.